All right, it is Monday, February 18th, and time is flying so fast already. And we're so glad that you could join us. And if you're not on right now, we hope you're able to listen in a little later. And Heather is enjoying some time with family. And so there's a few announcements I'm going to start with. And for newer coaches, if you don't know who I am, Katie Patterson-Ingalls, and I've been a coach now for 3.5 years, and that just blows my mind, to be truthful. So started with a discount, and then I knew I needed to get my products paid for, and then here I am going strong 3.5 years later and loving every minute of it. So Ren is one of my coaches, and I love that we get to be a team together, and she's going to share and help with this too. So I want to make sure to point out that the Firestarters calendar has been updated. So make sure that you check that out. Heather updated that before she headed off to vacation. The Unfunk Yourself Unfunk Yourself group is happening. So right now through Wednesday. You know what? You still can be inviting to that free group. You know what? And sometimes we just need to know that not everyone can do a challenge pack right at that time. So if you have something else to offer, let them get in that group for a couple more days. So just if you're in the group and inviting to it, please make sure that you're sharing and posting. Heather said that everyone's doing that really well so far. So just keep it up. So we are starting next week, round 2 of Transform 20. And I'm excited for that. I've seen great changes in this first 6 weeks, and I'm looking forward to the next 6 weeks. Tell you what, this program has kicked my butt, girls. So we're going to be, if you guys are co-leading or inviting to it, will you comment below or just raise your hand? Because we're going to see, we want to get a thread going to who's inviting and then who can help run it on the portal starting next week. So I know that I am. Ren, are you inviting to it?
Yes,
running your own group?
but yeah.
Okay, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
That's perfectly okay. Quinlan or Tracy, are you girls inviting to it? And if not, it's okay.
I'm doing one on my own.
Okay, yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay.
That's okay. Well, we'll just, we'll put it out in Firestarters, who's going to be helping, and then we'll start a new thread there. Okay. All right. Awesome. Hello. Hi, Shanna. Hello. We were just talking about a few announcements and that reminding everyone that we start round 2 of T20, Transformation 20 on Monday. So let's make sure that we share or tell Heather whether you're inviting or not, so we know who our thread is, who will be helping post. So, okay, this and a good way to share that information is the Snoop group. So it's still open. It's going to be open. So you can invite people and their clients if they want to check it out, just to learn a little bit more about the program. That's why we do those Snoop groups. So take advantage of that. And the challenge packs are $20 off until the 28th. So not too many more days until. So plenty of time, though, to invite and say, hey, you want to get this in before $20 off goes away. I did that just today. Like, you want to get this done before the end of the month. And we're going to focus in March on new emeralds in our team and how to get there, how to track, and I'm excited for that. So, all right, guys, we are going to get a little bit of work in. I asked Ren if she would share a little bit about her story. And we committed. We're on our Team Cup this year, or in February. Our Team Cup is committed to using this tracker. And so I asked her if she would share a little bit about how it's working for her as a newer coach working the business. So, Ren, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Okay. So my name is Ren Pacheco, and I have been a coach almost for 2 years now, but not actively working the business up until about November. I started actively working and really pushing. And when I very first started in November, or started back in November, I guess, I kind of felt all over the place. And I mean, in November until about February, knew I was doing felt like I was doing everything I needed to be doing, but never really could see like that I was tracking things. So when the tracker came to my attention in February, it's really helped me stay like on track. And I've only really been tracking for about a week, so I don't have like huge numbers and huge things to share, but I feel very productive when I sit down and look and see that I've checked this off and gotten this done. And like even today, I sat down and set a timer for 15 minutes and invited people and followed up with people for another 15 minutes. So that was like 30 minutes of my time that I knew that I was truly productive and not just sitting and scrolling on Facebook or Instagram. So the tracker has helped me be more mindful of what I'm doing and just really feel more productive at the end of the day. So I'm liking it. And the National Wake Up Call, last week's National Wake Up Call, that really touched me. Her whole story touched me, but the fact that she just actually used the tracker and that kept her on track through that hard time just kind of made me think, okay, well, I need to give this a try. And I have been, and I like it. So I'm going to keep doing it. But anything else, Katie?
I love what you shared, because so many times if you guys, like, we sit down, we're like, I don't even know where to start. And so I love that it takes all the guesswork out. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this right now. So that's what I need. And especially I feel like when we're so busy and our minds are just, and I don't like that word, but we're all over the place trying to juggle all these different things. The last thing I want to think about is now, like when I'm able to sit down, what do I need to do? Like this just tells me what I need to do, so yeah.
And a lot of it I was already doing. I mean, I still do, like, as far as the social media side of it, but the inviting side, like that reminder of, okay, I need to sit down and invite at least 5 people. Like that part of it has really helped me.
Yeah.
Hopefully grow. We'll see. I've got a lot of messages out there, so we'll see what happens. But.
And it's been fun to see, many of us, either if we're all in different stages. So whether we started coaching first thing, or like Fran, she did her journey and now she's coaching. But I know I can see her team is growing a lot because of her. She continues to follow up and make it a priority, and juggling 2 little people at home and another business. So that's why I wanted you guys to hear from Ren, and not always, like, I've been around for a little while. So I want you guys to hear how it's working for others too. So, okay, let's do 15 minutes of working, okay? And I'm going to set the timer. And do we all know what we're inviting to? I think that's our first question, so we know what we can move forward on inviting to. Do we need to talk about that at all? Does anyone need to say? I personally feel like we're always inviting to a healthier lifestyle, guys. It doesn't matter what is happening. Like, we're always sharing, and we're always able to follow up with what we're posting, So whether we're talking about Transformation 20 or just feeling better and having more energy, no matter what is going on, even if we're in the middle of a challenge group, it doesn't matter. You're always inviting to helping people, so. Okay, I'm going to do 3 minutes, okay? And so let's start out with responding. How about we respond to the likes and comments? Want to start there? So then we make sure that we're inviting, and then we're going to follow up. I think those are the most important things on here at this point. Is that all right? Because we've already done our workout and our Shakeology and hopefully following up. So let's just do that. Let's respond to our likes and or your Instagram stories, and always feel free. I was asked this the other day. Okay, well, I don't know who to follow up with. Guys, if they continue, say you're posting on Instagram stories or Facebook stories, if they continue to watch you day after day or week after week, it's an open invitation to just say, hey, thanks. I noticed that you've been watching my stories. That means a lot to me when I'm sharing what's been helping me. And I'm curious, is this something that interests you? Like, just always feel free to be able to do that. Okay. Hi, Shanna. How are you, girl? We're getting ready to start working. Okay, so I'm going to push timer. Let's respond to the likes or comments or views and just initiate those conversations for 3 minutes, okay? Here we go. That went fast, girls. Timer just went off. How about we share within the chat box how many follow-ups we did? Or sorry, respond to likes and conversations that we did. Awesome. 3, 3. So good. Good job, girls. Love it. 4. Awesome. 2, 2. So good. Okay. Do you guys have any questions about that section or any comments that you want to make? Okay. All right. So, oh, does someone say something? No. Okay. How about let's go ahead and do what we're inviting to next. So, whether we are inviting to a free group, whether we're inviting to the next round of Transformation 20, or any of the programs, let's go ahead and invite. And sometimes this is a little bit harder to do. Does anyone have any questions or thoughts before we push the timer here? No? All right, cool. I love it. We're just getting to work. Okay.
Oh, we have to look at my picture. It's
Here we go. All right, ladies. Goodness, those 3 minutes are flying, especially when I have a little helper down here who should be going to get her bath done. How many did you invite? I know it's not 3 minutes doesn't allow for lots, but
Bye. Bye.
yeah. Bye, sweetie. We'll get in the shower. Thank you. Awesome. 3, 2, 2, 1.5. I know. I was trying to finish up my my invite really fast. And I know that they have, I know that they have a lot of times for each one, and it helps to give an idea of how much to be spending on each one, especially depending on how much you're wanting to grow your business and what your goals are. But you know what, guys, even if you invite 2 or 3 people every day and follow up with 2 or 3 people every day, maybe you didn't get 25 minutes in, but that right there will change things for you. So I posted something on Instagram stories and invited to it personally. Awesome. Yes. I know. I love those polls. Guys, it's super easy to do those polls on Facebook or Instagram and to be able to follow up with them. It's an easy way to start those conversations and that invitation for sure. All right. Now, let's do one more section of following up with the folks that we've invited. So, Ren, you had an awesome question just the other day about when do we follow back up? Because sometimes we will invite someone and then the word ghosting, comes up, or we see that they've seen it, but maybe it was when they were in the Walmart checkout line and it was not a good time to respond, right? Or they were dealing with fights between siblings, or they just, they're like, I'm not really sure. So when do you respond again? So personally, I will invite, and I will just say, I will send them information to watch, 2 short video clips after I've shared some information with them. And if they don't, and then I try to say, when are you able to watch this, tonight or tomorrow morning? And I can follow up with you tomorrow evening. If you kind of set a timeline, then they give you feedback for permission to follow back up within a certain time. Does that make sense? And so, I'll follow up when I say that I will be able to contact them and see what they thought about it. And then if they still don't answer, it'll, after 3 or 4 days, just depending on what your relationship is with that person or the conversations you've had, then say, hey girl, we're getting ready to next week to start our challenge group, and I didn't want you to miss out. Did you get a chance to check out those videos? Or how did the information that I shared with you make you feel? And so that was just a good question, Ren. Whenever you had asked what you like, some of your time frames, you were comfortable. Colton, watch out for that. Sorry, there's a big spider there. It's what you're comfortable with, but that's usually how I handle that. So, yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and do 3 minutes of following up with the people we've invited. Okay, all right, here we go. Okay, guys, time's up. So how about we share how many we were able to follow up with? Great work. You know, it feels so good when we can just sit down and know that we're going to tackle some of these. I don't know if you guys, I like to feel like I can check something off the list. Great work, guys. Yes. I know I did a little bit over lunch. I was able to do some over lunch and followed up a few more here. So it's those pockets that makes it work. I honestly am not able just to sit down and spend an hour on this. And for me, with my full-time position, and then when I teach class in the evening sometimes too. So I just do little pockets, and that's what I mean. Like if you can just at least follow through each one of these, even if you can't get 25 minutes in, you got 5 and you could send 3 messages, something like that, you know. So I wanted to, okay, it's 9 o'clock. So I'm going to spend a couple minutes here sharing some thoughts that really hit home with me last night as I was reading our Build to Last. And are all of you guys reading this? So good. So good. So maybe you've already read it and heard this part, but this just is so true about everything that we're doing here. So I just wanted to end with these thoughts. Do you guys have any questions before I do? No, I'm so glad that you joined. Thank you for taking time to do it. You know, I think that even when we don't always feel confident, the point is that showing how much we believe in this and what we do and the confidence in our product. So I loved that we share our business with our faith and our enthusiasm and action. So when we share that and everything that we're doing with this business, we can go out and, okay. If we have faith in ourselves and faith in our business, and sometimes we have to fake it till we make it, fake it till we, right? But we know that we have faith in these products because they've worked in our lives, okay? And don't ever apologize for inviting someone to experience that, because you have a solution that truly can change someone's life, just like it changed your own, okay? And so, so often I think people are afraid that are we going to sound salesy? Are we going to sound like we are just selling? We're not selling something that we don't believe in, that's changed every aspect of our life in some way, right? And so how many people are so desperate for that solution, and we have it. So have faith in what it's done for you and sharing that, okay? And it's hard not to be excited when you get to help people, right? Like, I don't know, that just brings me so much darn joy. That's why we like helping each other. So, because whenever they can feel our energy and our belief, and then of course our action right here, just what we're doing every day, we're showing up, and consistency pays off over and over and over. We don't have to be perfect at any of it, but we're just showing up and inviting and sharing, and it will pay off tenfold. And I know that Ren, even though we've been only doing this for like a week or 2 weeks, like in 3 months, we are going to absolutely everyone see this happening in our business, and we'll follow up, and it's just crazy. And I just want to share one more little thing. So there's this gal that's been, I don't know how she found me on Instagram. She watches all my stories month after month after month. And I'd reached out to her, and she has issues with sugar, and she has issues with blood pressure, and she's probably 60 or so. And I'm like, I have the solution for you. She's on medication, all this stuff. I'm just like, oh, I know we can help you. She wants to lose this weight. And so I would reach out to her every once in a while and invite her and share information with her. And she told me just this last week, after several months, don't give up on me, Katie. I'm still going to do this. I'm still going to do this. And guess what? And she ordered $220 worth of products yesterday because I didn't give up on her. You know what? And that sounds silly, but it brings tears to my eyes because it's a solution that's going to work. And I believe in it that much. And it's going to get her off her medication and she's going to feel better. And so it meant so much to me when she said, don't give up on me. And I think that so many other people are begging for that too. It's not the right time. Don't give up on me. And I don't want you to fear that you are bothering them too much. Okay. And if so, it's just because you believe in it so much and you want to be able to help them. That's all, So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you. Guys, thanks for joining. I hope that this has been beneficial. Ren, thanks for sharing as well too. And if you're, let's kill this next week. All right. I don't know. Are all of you guys doing Transformation 20? All you doing? Okay. I got to buckle down on my nutrition. I want to have more of those inches gone for my final report. So let's do this and let's rally and let's have a lot of fun too. So you guys have a great rest of your night and we'll talk later. Bye.
Did the spider come back? Mommy, I'm bored. Yeah. Mom.